Embrace change. Transform your life with Trent Shelton's insights. Let me tell you this. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a rut, unable to see beyond your current circumstances? You're not alone. Most of us find ourselves in situations where we feel like we've hit a wall, and it feels like we can't move forward. But what if I told you there was a way to transform your life, to break free from these limitations and embrace change? That's exactly what Trent Shelton's insights offer. Here's something you should know. Trent Shelton, a renowned life coach and author, has dedicated his career to helping individuals navigate their lives and overcome obstacles. His book, Embrace Change, Transform Your Life, is a treasure trove of wisdom, practical advice, and inspiration. Let me tell you this. In today's fast-paced world, embracing change isn't just beneficial, it's essential for growth, happiness, and success. Here's something else you should know. Trent Shelton believes that change is not about flipping a switch. It's a process that requires courage, commitment, and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. You might be wondering, how do I start embracing change? Here's a personal anecdote that might help. A few years ago, I found myself in a job that no longer fulfilled my passion or purpose. It felt like a dead end, and every day was a struggle. I felt stuck, and I didn't know how to move forward. That's when I decided to read Embrace Change, Transform Your Life. I was struck by the first chapter, which introduced the concept of reframing your mindset. Trent says that our thoughts shape our reality, and if we want to change our circumstances, we must change our thinking. Here's something you should know. He uses the analogy of a river. When water flows naturally, it shapes its path, creating new landscapes. Similarly, when we think positively and let go of negative beliefs, we can create new possibilities. So, I started to reframe my mindset. I wrote down all the reasons why I was unhappy with my job, and then listed all the things I loved about it. This exercise helped me identify the areas I needed to focus on, and made me realize that while my current job wasn't fulfilling, it had given me valuable skills and experiences. Here's something else you should know. Trent emphasizes that change doesn't happen overnight, but it's a journey. I began making small changes each day, like setting aside time for hobbies, volunteering, and learning new skills. Over time, these changes started to impact my overall outlook. I became more confident, and my work environment started to shift too. The team noticed my positive attitude and started to trust me more. Eventually, I was offered a promotion. The realization that I could make significant progress through simple, daily actions was incredibly empowering. Here's something you should know. Trent also talks about the power of visualization. He suggests visualizing yourself succeeding in your desired outcome. This technique helps you stay motivated and focused. For example, if you're aiming for a new career, visualize yourself in that role, thriving and achieving your goals. It's not just about seeing yourself succeed, it's about feeling it. Visualization can be a powerful tool to bridge the gap between your current situation and your desired future. Here's another personal example. After losing my job, I struggled with anxiety and fear of failure. I decided to practice visualization. I imagined myself landing a job interview and successfully negotiating a higher salary. I even practiced my responses to potential questions. To my surprise, this exercise helped calm my nerves and gave me the confidence to apply for several positions. While some interviews didn't pan out, the experience prepared me for the next ones. And guess what? I eventually got the job I wanted. Trent also stresses the importance of setting clear, achievable goals. He says that without a clear vision, you'll drift aimlessly and fail to take decisive action. For instance, if you're trying to lose weight, setting a goal like lose 20 pounds is vague. Instead, set specific, measurable goals like walk 30 minutes daily and eat 5 servings of vegetables per day. This approach gives you a roadmap and keeps you accountable. Here's something else you should know. Trent recommends breaking down big goals into smaller, manageable steps. This method makes the process less overwhelming and more enjoyable. For example, if your goal is to write a book, instead of thinking about the entire manuscript, focus on writing one page a day. As you progress, you'll find that the larger goal becomes more attainable. Here's another example from my own life. After losing my job, I decided to start freelancing. I broke down my goal into 3 steps: research my target market, develop a portfolio, and secure my first client. By focusing on these smaller tasks, I felt more in control and less intimidated by the bigger picture. Trent also emphasizes the importance of staying positive during the transition. He says that setbacks are inevitable, but they don't define you. Instead of dwelling on failures, use them as opportunities to learn and grow. Here's something else you should know. One of my favorite quotes from Trent is, "Change is the ultimate form of consistency." What he means is that consistency in embracing change is what leads to transformation. For example, if you're trying to quit smoking, you won't achieve success if you try to quit cold turkey. Instead, make small, gradual changes like cutting back on cigarettes and celebrate each milestone. This approach helps maintain your motivation and reduces the risk of relapse. Here's another example from my life. I used to drink heavily and I knew it was harming my health. Instead of quitting cold turkey, I started by reducing my alcohol intake gradually. I replaced 1 drink with a glass of water, then 2, and so on. Each week, I felt better, and eventually, I stopped drinking altogether. Trent also stresses the importance of accountability. He says that having someone to hold you accountable can be a powerful motivator. Whether it's a friend, family member, or a professional coach, having someone to report to can keep you on track. For instance, if you're trying to build a business, having a mentor or a group of peers to share your progress with can help you stay committed. Here's something else you should know. I have a close friend who runs a successful coaching business. She often shares her progress and challenges with a group of mentors. This accountability structure keeps her motivated and ensures she stays on top of her goals. Trent also encourages individuals to embrace change at different levels, personally, professionally, and spiritually. He says that true transformation comes when you integrate these changes into every aspect of your life. For example, if you're trying to improve your health, you need to make dietary changes, exercise regularly, and reduce stress. Similarly, if you're trying to advance in your career, you need to develop new skills, seek feedback, and build relationships. Here's another example from my life. I wanted to improve my mental health, so I started practicing mindfulness, exercising regularly, and seeking therapy. These changes not only improved my physical well-being, but also enhanced my emotional resilience and overall quality of life. Trent also emphasizes the importance of taking risks. He says that fear of failure is the biggest barrier to change. Instead of avoiding risks, embrace them as opportunities for growth. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, consider joining a Toastmasters club or giving a speech at a local event. By facing your fears head-on, you'll build confidence and develop new skills. Here's something else you should know. I once feared public speaking so much that I avoided attending networking events. But one day, I decided to face my fear and give a speech at a conference. Even though I was nervous, I practiced my presentation and went in with a positive attitude. The experience was challenging, but I learned valuable lessons about communication and public speaking. Today, I enjoy giving speeches and even run workshops on the topic. Trent also highlights the importance of gratitude. He says that focusing on what you have rather than what you lack can shift your mindset towards positivity. For example, if you're struggling financially, count your blessings, the roof over your head, your family, your health. This practice helps you appreciate the good things in your life and increases your overall sense of well-being. Here's something else you should know. I started keeping a gratitude journal, and it made a huge difference in my outlook. Every morning, I write down 3 things I'm grateful for. This simple habit has helped me shift my focus from problems to solutions, and it's become a source of joy and inspiration. Trent also encourages individuals to take calculated risks. He says that while it's important to be open to new opportunities, it's equally crucial to assess the risks and ensure they align with your values and goals. For example, if you're considering starting a business, research the market, assess your resources, and consult with experts. This approach helps you make informed decisions and reduces the chances of failure. Here's another example from my life. I recently launched a side project, and I followed a similar process. I researched the market, defined my target audience, and consulted with industry experts. With a solid plan in place, I was able to launch the project successfully. Trent also emphasizes the importance of self-reflection. He says that understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and values is key to making meaningful changes. For example, if you're trying to improve your leadership skills, reflect on your successes and failures and identify areas for growth. This introspection helps you tailor your efforts to your unique needs and goals. Here's something else you should know. I used to be quite indecisive, but I realized that by reflecting on my past experiences, I could gain valuable insights. I identified my strengths, such as empathy and creativity, and worked on developing my weaknesses like decision-making. Through self-reflection, I became more